Hello and welcome to the video. So today we'll be taking a ferry to Lochrum Island. It's a big island right outside of Dubrovnik city. We're gonna take that ferry right there. Gotta buy your ticket ahead of time. It's 200 kuna, which is, geez, how much is 200 kuna? It's like 20 something bucks per round trip. So you can't even see it from here, but we're gonna take this old ferry here, explore the island, see what there is to do, go for a dip, and go from there. So let's go. Thank you. All right, ferry.
Wait, one more.
Relatively crowded. Let's see where we can go. Sorry. Yeah, pretty decent view up here now. Oh, now you can't go upstairs, unfortunately. Check out that. The old ferries, the old port's pretty cool. There's a guy and his dog. Lots of boats coming in. It's a cool place. It's a cool place. Small little fish in the water too. The water is super blue, super blue. So, I think we're gonna be going in like a few minutes. Looks like we're on the move now. Ferries are moving pretty fast, honestly. That one's getting kind of close. I like being on the water. I like boats a lot. It's a really pretty old port. Looking forward to seeing it as we get away. The old walls and the castles from far away. So I've never really seen anything like the Dubrovnik walls. It's crazy, like literally out of a book. That's crazy that that's real. And then that's been around for like hundreds and hundreds of years. Absolutely insane that people built that all stone by stone. When I first saw this ferry, it looked very kind of old and slow, but it moves pretty fast. That's the island right there. So literally it's like a 10-minute boat ride. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Like, check out those cliffs over there. That looks fun to jump into from. Looks fun to see the old city from as well too. Just kind of hang out. Apparently there's some old ruins as well too. Oh, it's a bit rocky now. I'll be able to see it. Oh yeah. One thing that I have been surprised by is that the Adriatic Sea, which is what this is all part of the Adriatic Sea. At least up by the walls there, it can get pretty choppy when you go swimming. So you just gotta be like aware of that. Ah yeah. Then we started at the top of that mountain yesterday and hiked all the way down after taking the cable car up. So frankly, we've done a lot here. Now we did the walls, the island, what else did we do? Cliff jumping. Now we're doing this island. There's a lot to do in Dubrovnik and I'm having a blast. A real blast. I like the water, I like the ocean. I want to spend more time on the ocean going forward the next few years. Like boats and that type of stuff. I think one long-term goal, and I've never really done sailing, but I might as well just throw it out there, is it'd be really cool to sail across the Atlantic or something like that. Probably start with a smaller goal, but then eventually, you know, work up to that bigger goal. So the small goal today is to be a passenger from the old port of Dubrovnik to Lochrum Island. Anyways, that's a pretty view of the old city there. Dubrovnik's gorgeous. Yeah, oh look, Croatian flag up there too. Looks like we're basically at the island. You could pretty much kayak there too. Swimming might be a bit of a stretch, but definitely you could probably kayak. All right, looks like we're gonna go around and then circle back. All right, I'll see you when we get to the island. All right, looks like we're pulling up now. Pretty, very pretty place. Very pretty place. We have a quicker exit now. Thank you. All right, let's go check this place out.
Bye.
Oh no,
Enjoy.
honestly, no idea really what to do here, other than there's a bunch of nature, there's a bunch of old ruins, and there's some good swimming. So let's get to it. All right, found some stuff. Botanical garden, churches, olive groves, the Dead Sea, Charlotte's Well, rocks. Let's go to the rocks. Say that this way for a bit of a hike. Ah, check this out. Here's a bit of a map of the island. So, where are we? You are here. We're there. It's a pretty big island. Alrighty, let's do some walking around. Ah, no, we're here. Rocks up there. Maybe we can jump up the rocks. Let's give that a go. Alright. Got some old ruins there. And what I love about this island, I mean, other than the heat bugs you can hear, it's pretty hot, is that it's not crowded at all. Like, there's really nobody here. And that's such a huge change from Dubrovnik, because in Dubrovnik, there are people everywhere. But check it out. Literally no one's around. It's nice to find like a bit of escapism from the crowd, because that could be wearing after a while. So I think up here we're gonna find some cliffs, or who knows, we'll see what we find. I've also heard that there are wild peacocks running around the island too, so we gotta be sure to find them at some point, and we will. But really, it's just nice to get back into the nature. And you got the ocean, the sea right there, nobody around. It's super nice, super nice. Check this out. So you got the good view of the old town there with the walls, and then the new town right behind it. So I think we've definitely gotten lost, but I believe there's a beach down here, which we're gonna try to find and get in, go into a dip, because we definitely missed the rocks somewhere. Took a wrong turn that did not go to the rocks. End up more like a hike, honestly, but it's cool because there's no one around. And one other thing I did learn, yeah, dude, just so beautiful. This island is really like a nice escape from the city. But one thing I did learn about this island is that there are no cars allowed on this island at all. So they have buggies and stuff, but no cars, which is interesting. Must make really hard to like bring stuff around the island, because I think we'll check it out later, but there's a whole bunch of like monasteries and stuff. So I guess you have to use a buggy and not a car, which seems tricky, especially on like terrain like this, where it's basically like a hike. Like, it'd be pretty tricky for even a dune buggy to get through all this stuff here. But anyways, I think we're coming up on a beach. Oh, super cool view. It's nice to be just kind of by myself in nature again, and I love it. Lockram Island's a pretty cool place. It's not a ton to do, but it's a pretty cool place. Pretty good escape. All right, I think we found a beach. It's not too crowded. Ooh, a bunch of boats. This looks pretty good. Got the rocks, beautiful water, a few boats, and not too crowded. Let's check it out. Ooh. All right. Ooh, that water is good. A lot of rocks here. Oh. Damn, that is good. Hopefully I have nothing in my pockets, but I don't think so. This water is so clear here. It's really perfect and refreshing. Oh wow. Whew. It's pretty deep too. Like, one thing I've noticed about Croatia is as soon as you jump into the water, at least most places, it gets pretty deep. Like, checking this out, it's already like 2x my body to the bottom, and the coast is right there. Boom. And I love it. Oh god, this is so nice. Let's go up to those rocks over there where no one's at. Whew. And this is what I like most about this island. This is really open, and you can go exploring really wherever you want on the island. And there's like maybe 1-2 people around. Whew. And some boats, some kayaks over there. Oh, but it's super nice. Oh wow. Oh. All right. So we're back in the land. We're close to the rocks. But let's go exploring for a bit. Let's go up there and see if we can find some more secluded spaces. The rocks all have like a little bit of a fuzz on them of some sort. It's like I think it's like some sort of like plant. It's like this growing on it, some sort of algae maybe, but it makes it kind of nice to walk on rather than hard rock. All right, let's get up. Yeah, it's like that right there. Ooh. All right, and into the rocks. Let's go. Kind of gotta be careful too. Falling here probably be pretty bad. Oh yeah, not probably. Would most certainly be terrible. Ooh, not even a minute walk away from the main beach. You can find places all to yourself, like this. No one else is here, and it's gorgeous. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Rockram Island. Whew. It's really nice. It's a nice getaway. Whew. Oh, one thing I never really quite get used to is how slippery the rocks get. Like this rock is actually really slippery. So, you gotta go in a bit carefully. But, oh, more rocks. One thing I have learned, I do learn things from time to time. Oh, I think it's a sea urchin down there. Is that the Adriatic doesn't really have too many sharks in it. So unlike like Mexico or New York, like there's a ton of shark attacks going on this year in New York City, or in the island, or right off of Long Island. Is that for the most part in the Adriatic, you really don't have to worry about it too much. I think the big shark attack places are like South Africa, off the coast of Australia, and then off the coast of Mexico, all the way up to like the islands in Massachusetts, like Nantucket and things like that. But here, you get to swim without the fear of potentially being eaten, which is nice. Croatia's really been a pleasant surprise. I will definitely be back someday. I only had total of 4 days here in Dubrovnik, but even like if I could do it again, I'd stay a minimum of 7 days. Like all of these 4 days have been bang, 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 just packing in a lot. I didn't really know that there was so much to do here. But there really is. And I think this is the time to come, like late August, mid-September, even into October, where you're way past high season, high tourist season, because apparently it does get like super busy during the summer. Whew. But October, after the kids are back in school, you basically get the same nice weather for a few more weeks before it starts to get cold. And so I'll be back. That is for sure, I'll be back. Oh yeah, we might as well talk about how you get to Rockram Island. I think we touched on it briefly, but you can take a ferry from the old port, which is literally right over there. Whew. And the ferry comes every half hour from like 9 a.m. in the morning. I think the last one's at 5 p.m. But also, no one is actually allowed to live on this island. So everyone who comes here is here for a day trip, unless you sneak and sleep over, which could be interesting. That could be interesting. But basically, every half an hour from 9 to 5, you can either leave from the port of Rockram here or the old town port. And so yeah, pretty simple. 200 kuna, which is a bit of a price, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. It's a cool island. If you do come to Croatia, definitely recommend going outside of Old Town and into the main town, because you can find more like local restaurants, local places. The food is great and it's cheaper. It's like half of the price that what you'd pay, half or a third of the price for what you pay in Old Town. So yeah, I had a great time at like a local restaurant. Some great food. It was like a meat stew, like a goulash type deal, for like Whew. I think $4 or $5. It's good. Whew. All right, I think it's time to keep moving on. There's much more of this island to explore. Much more to explore. So let's get going. Whew. All right, onwards now. So I think there's some ruins up here. Let's go check those out now. Beach was a blast. It's so refreshing. I'm glad we found that. But anyways, let's keep moving. Oh yeah, no smoking. This whole island is basically like one big tinder box. So like all the trees are pretty dry. So just a few bad cigarettes, this whole island could go up in flames. So they do seem, there are a lot of no smoking signs everywhere. I've seen that quite abundantly here so far. Whew, so check this out. It's really just a bunch of rocks now, but this here used to be, or was in the process of being built to be a quarantine camp for during the bubonic plague, I think in the 16th century. So when the bubonic plague started to spread, apparently the city of Dubrovnik put up a few quarantine facilities, and this was going to be one, but they never quite finished it. But it's pretty big. A lot of work to build something that never quite got finished, but the bubonic plague was pretty bad. This would have been a pretty big quarantine facility. So a lot of traders used to come into Dubrovnik city, but due to the plague, they'd have to quarantine someplace. And so the idea was that they would quarantine here. Looks like I've kind of got myself stuck here. How do we get out? Yeah, and would have been a mandatory quarantine, so you would have had to do it. I guess the plague ran its course before they could finish building this facility. Don't know exactly how bad the plague was, but I know it was pretty bad. Really bad. One of the worst plagues in the world history. Ooh, all right. So let's get out of this half-built quarantine facility and find what's next. I didn't realize, I guess I thought there was you could get through here, but you can't. You're really just stuck in the walls. And that is not necessarily what I'm looking to do. Don't really want to be stuck. A lot of effort that it must have been to build this huge facility that never ended up getting used. But makes sense, like if you've got a big city and you want to like make sure that everyone is healthy before you come in, an island is an ideal place to make people, you know, camp out to prove that they're not sick. How did I even get in? I think it was around here somewhere. Ah yeah. Ah yeah. Yeah, here we go. The Locrum Lazaretto. So this would have been the third quarantine station in Dubrovnik. Never completed. It was gonna be 100 meters long, 4 meters high, and would have had small rooms for people to quarantine in. Erected by the Dubrovnik Centers, 1557, a long time ago. Collected from the pious people. So basically they took money from religious people. What else is new in history? And at the end, it never got built, and they turned part of it into an olive grove. Check it out, we found some peacocks. Hello! There are wild peacocks on the island too, which are just kind of scattered all across the main part. And so I think this is a dude peacock, a guy peacock, because he's so colorful, to attract the other peacocks, the female peacocks. But what a beautiful bird. I hope the GoPro is capturing this well, because it's so many colors of blue. Hello! And it's really friendly too. He probably thinks I'm gonna give him food. Sorry buddy, I don't even have food for myself. Ooh, check out his wings in the back. They're like a green, yellow, blue. What a beautiful bird. And he's got kind of like a crown at the top of his head. Wow, what a beautiful bird. Hello, hello. He's very friendly too. Clearly not too shy of people. If I had any food, I'd give it to him. I'm sorry, my friend, I don't have anything for you. But apparently they also can be found in flocks around here too. So let's go try to find a flock of peacocks What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bird. And it's so cool how they're just kind of scattered all across this island. All right, check it out. We got some old ruins. I think this is an ancient monastery. Don't think it's in use anymore. Let's go check it out. Interesting. Oh wow, nice garden up here. Oh yeah, check it out here. More gardens. More gardens. So this monastery, old building with a lot of gardens, which is now a restaurant. Whew. Yeah, that's how it goes. Not too many monasteries going on nowadays, but cool garden. Be fun for a game of hide and seek in here. It's very pretty, very, very pretty. Reminds me of a place I went to college where I got my master's by this big botanical garden. And it was so much fun just to walk through it. Oh, but check it out. And then the monks could walk out here and see the ocean. Not too bad for the monks, not too bad at all. Look at that, gorgeous view. Right into the Adriatic? Yeah, Adriatic Sea, yeah. Monks see right into the Adriatic. And somewhere over there, a long way away, is Italy. That'd be cool, that'd be cool. Someday we gotta do the ferry from either Albania or Croatia to Italy. That'd be a fun crossing. But anyways, you know, we gotta keep moving. Like we saw, what are these, the gardens? We saw the gardens. What's through here? Ooh, nearly tripped, nearly tripped. What is through here? Just the exit of the monastery. So, monastery's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be pretty big. But that's it. Ooh, this is something. Let's check it out. Oh wow. Got some holy music going on. Check that out. It almost looks like a symbol out of Hogwarts. This is cool. This is unexpected. Check this out. Dude, the monks must have had some fun under here. Ooh. 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 The floor is not too stable. Not too stable at all. Okay. Stuff up there. Sorry. Wow. Dude, the monks know how to do it. Oh. There's a rope there that says I can't go in there. Some monks walking. Wow. The monks do know how to make some hidey holes. Well, I think that's about it, really. There was a rope there, I didn't see it. Almost walked into a bit of an abyss. All right. Can we go up here? Maybe. Nah, there's really nothing up here. Nothing up there. Well, I do appreciate the monks building this. Thank you, monks, but I think it's time. To say goodbye to the monks. Leave them in their hidey holes. What a cool little cave. What's this in here? Ooh. This is probably a place where the monks would hang. Hang and do some thinking. But now they would probably sit there. That wasn't there. Now there's a lot of graffiti here, which I'm sure the monks would not appreciate. But what can you do? All right. What a pleasant little surprise. Who knew that? Who knew that this was here? Oh yeah. The Legends of Lokrum. Oh yeah. All right. So, monks. Ooh, nearly hit my head again. The monks of Lokrum. That's the monastery. And so, we'll leave the monks to do their thing and move on. I just had to go in one more monk hole. But check this out. Now, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but that is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's part of Game of Thrones. Or like was a prop for it. You take photos on it, stuff like that. Oops, sorry. No. Not super interesting to me, but might as well. It's a Game of Thrones thing. Some sort of iron temple, iron seat, something like that. All right. Ooh. So, see back. Whew. It's all made of plastic, so this is something from Game of Thrones. No idea what it is, really. Kind of cool seat. And we're done. Now, yeah, so literally, we've circled the monastery and we've seen it all. So one last thanks, monks. Thank you, monks. And we are onward and out. There's a few more things to do in this island before we've done just about everything. All right, the rocks from the Dead Sea. Let's go check that out. So the Dead Sea, I'm pretty sure. Who knows what, I think it's bigger. I think the Dead Sea is a bit of a lake and the rocks is what we were originally looking for, but then got lost along the way and then ended up basically walking the whole island. So might as well go see the rocks while we're here. Might as well. Got some more restaurants there. So if you want to, you can. Oh wow, check it out. Another little peacock. Peacock trying to get some food. Okay. So this is the Dead Sea. It's just an open water hole that I guess you can go swimming in. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. See how deep it gets. Pretty crowded. Yeah, much more crowded than the other place we found. But ooh, let's see. Whew, when I do find water, I like to go in, so definitely gonna go in. Doesn't look too deep. Let's check it out. All right, back in the water we go. Oh, it's much cooler. I wonder if it's salt water or fresh water. We'll be able to tell in a second. It's slippery. A lot of slippery rocks, that's for sure. Whew. So, ooh. Yep. Now we're officially in it now. Ooh. Yeah, salt water. It's interesting how it's salt water here though, because it's like we're not in the ocean. Basically, it's like a lake. A lake made from salt water. I'm sure the water has to come from like somewhere, like maybe under those rocks. Actually, let's go check that out too. That looks pretty cool. To make this a lake in the first place. Because this is kind of cool. Oh, a lot of people. Oh, a lot of people. All right. Whew. It's so nice to be able to jump in the water whenever you want. And there's so many places to do it here. Although this place is a lot more touristy than the last place we were at. But whew, it's still quite nice. Yeah, I bet the salt water gets in from like under those rocks somewhere. There must be like a little hole that connects to the ocean. It must be. Because it'd be pretty nasty if it was just like a salt water deposit that had been sitting forever. But also looks like the water line goes up a bit higher too. It's fairly deep now. I can't stand. So let's check out that little cave there. Honestly, this is very pretty. Croatia in general, like especially on the coast, Dubrovnik, this island, absolutely gorgeous. Super pretty, and the water is gorgeous too. All right. Oh, check it out, it's a little cave. So maybe that's where it connects to the ocean. I wonder how big that cave is. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool cave. In we go. Ooh. Wow. Kind of smells nasty in here. Oh yeah, it smells really nasty in here. Oh yeah, it's very cool to look at. The smell's disgusting. So, let's get out of here. In fact, I think we've seen enough of this. But outside of the cave is pretty. Inside the cave, don't recommend. Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty, I'll tell you. Cool how the trees can grow just like that. But yeah, I think we've seen this place. We've seen what there is to see here. And it's pretty cool for a bit of a dip, but I'd much rather be in the sea. So let's go on. There's still more to see. All right, that Dead Sea was nothing to write home about. Yeah, that Dead Sea was nothing to write home about. You're much better off in the ocean, the real ocean. A lot more fun. Better water too. Less crowded. All right, found the Lockram Rocks. It's like a bit of a beach too. It's very pretty. It's kind of like large rock formations that you can, I think, jump off of into the water. Yeah, you can. Whew. This is a cool place. Yeah, honestly, I wish I came here first. It's pretty fun. But pretty exhausted. And I gotta catch a ferry back. Honestly, right now, because I start work pretty soon. I'm working remote as I travel, so that kind of keeps my adventuring time limited, and I gotta hurry back now, catch the ferry so I can start work in time. But the Lockram Rocks, pretty cool. In hindsight, I'd start here first if I had more time. Let's mosey on back and see if we can find the port. We even got some baby peacocks here too. They kind of run in flocks. The males kind of stay by themselves, but the babies stick with their mums and they run in flocks like that. It's so much fun just to stumble across a bunch of peacocks in the wild. And there's one last peacock there, hanging out by the pier. But perfect timing. Honestly, if I miss this boat, I probably missed my first meeting, which is not good. Not good. I'm cutting it close as it is already. Can't be doing that, Michael. Cannot be doing that. It's a Scala boat. Same boat we took over this morning. Okay. Here it comes. Oh, that's a good throw there. Yeah, not nearly as many people on the later afternoon boats as there were in the morning. So that's Lockram Island. Honestly, a lot of fun. Like, I wish I had more time to spend it. I could easily spend a whole day here. But totally recommend it too. Totally recommend this place. If you're in Dubrovnik for a few days and looking for like a little change of pace, you know, not so many touristy things. It's a great idea to come. Oh, here you go. Sorry about that. Yeah. And got this sunglasses. But yeah, anyways, if you're in Dubrovnik for a while, looking for a change of pace, I highly recommend Lockram Island. Had a great time here. Maybe I'll be here again someday. But I could easily spend at least another like 3 hours lift up. But gotta go work. So that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.